is up. They can force it into overtime. They do have a nano boost.
It would be incredible for them to take it at this point.
They do have a Deadeye, so it's all about execution. They have the Forest, so they've switched to the long-range poke, and here we go.
He's got the nano boost, takes out Pescanova. The Zarya down. They're going to throw the sound barrier. Whoa! Pescanova, or Surepower rather, doing exactly what they need him to do on this team as Canada. I spoke too soon, man. This last push, the desperation.
Ticks down below 3 minutes.
Yep, Huck back on the Reinhardt again, which makes a bit more sense for point B. Biding their time here. No ultimates for Team Canada, so they have to take it. Well, Graviton Surge used, immediately locking up some of the members of Spain. Winghaven frozen, though. As the blizzard comes down, Sureforce still has that Deadeye, and it looks like Canada may actually be able to take this one. They've got to deal with the respawns, though, or do they need to? No, that's it. Canada takes Temple of Anubis. Wow.
Great
that was
push
insane,
forward.
Man.
Already eliminated the front line, so it's just about cleaning up the DPS from Spain. Tracer not going to be able to do much against this combination, especially Pescanova only at 25% ult.
All right, Graviton Surge for Surefor as they take out a lot of members of Team Spain, and already a very solid hold for Canada, as there was no chance that they were going to get close to the control point there.
Yeah, they're not playing anything squishy for the Tracer to get much done by herself with her ultimate. They need a combo push on through.
Well, they've got it.
Yeah, they have a very powerful push coming in.
Sound barrier up. Have the Earth Shatter and the Death Blossom as well.
Yeah, they nearly got everything.
5 ults, yeah. Here comes Bromos asleep immediately. They want to go after that. Brodog can use the Death Blossom in the back lines. Bromos with a big play here on that nano boosted Reaper. Takes out Poke, takes out Huck, and that is the decisive fight that Canada, or that Spain rather, was looking for. Winston trying to turn things around. He has to back away though. Pescanova with enough power to be scary. Bromos though finally gets into the meat of Team Canada and absolutely tears them apart, gets that Death Blossom just in time, and this could be what Spain's looking for. They'll take the point back, and can they survive the overtime? This is it. Looks like Canada can't get back there, and Spain will take the match. Or it does a little bit of work here. Canada sticking in it, and it looks like Surefor might be able to slash his way through to the point, and yeah, I think they got it.
Yep, they did res from Mercy, so Rolf able to just turn the tides of that fight eventually. Not enough time, and then of course the Dragon Blade is going to clean that one up. So a lot of ultimates used right there, but so live.
Too quickly, being a bit too trigger happy on some of those ultimates. See if the Deadeye gets anything for Surefor here as he drops down looking for one. Finds Soul Live. That's a big pick as Canada tries to push forward to the end of Dorado here, going after Flaws now, and he's going to get taken down. Poke pulls out the Dragon Blade, goes for the fleck, gets a little bit of damage. Rolf taken out in the back line, so Canada loses one, but overall it's looking pretty good. Poke gets a Dragon Blade again as he goes in. There's a Graviton Surge. Surefor with 2, and I think this is going to be all she wrote for Brazil, at least on defense here on Dorado.
Backline threat for Brazil, so I think that's not how you play against Team Canada. You need to pressure Surefor in some way, and actually he died from a fire strike.
Well, he got hooked at the same time too, I believe, so it's kind of the combination that gave Brazil the pick they needed to push through the entryway. It's the hardest part for point A. That's right, Graviton Surge comes in, Flaws nearly has that ultimate, but they're just going to toss the Dragon Strike in, and that is the combo that Brazil was looking for, and that should be a pretty easy point A take now.
Up Soul Live now over to the Genji. Surefor actually moving to the Mei, so very low range composition right now from Canada that they've swapped over to, but great at controlling the point. And here we go again. ID gonna get rolling, but he gets hooked.
Yeah, but he doesn't use his ultimate before that, so a little bit of an early hook, in fact, as you know, I feel like Brazil was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there, because if he hadn't have hooked him, he would have just wrecked him with left clicks. If they had hooked him, then he just uses the ult after time. I mean, you get 4 minutes with that, so Brazil's not in bad shape either. ID going in right away with that Death Blossom, getting 3 kills, getting 4 kills, even with the hook. It's hard to stop that nano boosted.
How many times are we going to watch this, Noah?
A lot, probably. I think that's going to happen a lot.
The evil cackle from ID.
Happy Halloween.
Is that your happy?
One more kill. Is it time to emote? There we go, Kaio. And oh, I'm so disappointed.
He only emotes after Death Blossoming.
Yeah, but like, he did plenty of work there too. I mean, you can emote.
The setup was very good for him.
Yeah.
Poke had a good Graviton Surge, and ID going to be setting up for another big Death Blossom play.
Yep, and what do you do?
I guess we're going to watch this again. This is not very exciting, but...
This is, you know how you do this. It's very mechanically difficult. You walk forward with W, and then you hold down left click. Yeah. More useful hero with the defense. They're going to actually send in ID, it looks like, or no, they're going to send in next stage with that nano boost. We'll see what he can get done with it. Well, meanwhile, Poke just kills everybody, so that helps out.
I mean, everybody on the side is already dead, though, so this guy's got to actually stop this. And that's a great reflect.
One-man army, man.
That is a great reflect onto the Reaper. He's going to actually finish this up. Wow, it looks so bad for Canada. He's going to die now.
Yeah, well, let's watch the replay and then see what happens after that. Next stage, just getting the back lines, walking through Team Canada.
Blocked off.
Yep.
So nobody dying, and Rolf actually going to pick up flaws right as he comes out of that mech, so no actual reset on the Diva back.
That's big, actually. Surefour backing away. He's got the Deadeye to zone. One tick already for Team Canada as they keep fighting this extended fight. Poke did get taken out, but Surefour just hard carrying right now. There's a flashbang. I believe that got absorbed by the defense matrix, but didn't stop him from picking up the kills. Meanwhile, oh, wow. All right, well, that didn't work out. Kyle came in, tried to go for the pin, didn't get it. And Canada just seems like they can handle as much
with the Discord Orb just to take out target after target after target. And you see Rolf moving it around. The team is calling targets very nicely right now. And yeah, it's going to be a slow grind, but eventually Canada should be able to take this.
They should get it. And with this take, they will win the match. And Canada finally getting a match win here in their third one. They will 2-0 Brazil.
Nicely played by them. So push on through in the end. Some of those transcendences were a bit shaky, but in the end, having that Zenyatta when everybody is walking in single file proves to be a
Maker. We'll see if he can get a pick here.
The Widowmaker opening, I love this here on Assault maps. And IDDQD, even though he's well known for playing McCree, he can be an absolutely dangerous Widowmaker. I know he was talking to me just the other day about how he loves using it to win games in comp mode. And right now, he's just going in over the top, looking for like pickoffs, and he takes out Surefour. There is no better pickoff than that.
Oh, and he's going to put a lot of damage onto Poke. And oh, another kill there from IDDQD. Nice shots there from the Widow of Team Sweden.
Get it to his first marker. The wall is ready. IDDQD is ready to strike. You can see he's hopping, he's skipping, he's waving. He wants to throw it out. And there goes the Blizzard. There goes the wall. The team gets separated. And there goes the game for Brazil.
Now IDDQD getting himself 2 kills there. The Ice Spikes are finding their marks, and that is going to be a tough way for Brazil to be going out. Coco again making sure he features heavily on the scoreboard. Overtime will expire, and Sweden completely unruffled by Brazil as they hold at the first choke point of the map.
Solive goes down. That may well be all she wrote.
That's the worst person to lose in this fight. Brazil have no real kill potential now, lacking that one. Hopefully next stage can do something about this, but now we can see Sweden start to apply further pressure on towards this fight. Next stage finds Zebasai, but not before Keon goes down. Tvik gonna let the Dragon Strike go, and it's gonna be Flaws that's caught in the jaws. Nothing to do but just to take it. Tvik follows up with 2 more kills. That's the arrow that finds Insanity. Easy enough, and this payload is well and truly on the move. That's it. Sweden hardly break a sweat, and Tvik gets himself 3 kills. Blink and you miss it, Lee.
Blink and you miss it.
There's a big earth shatter there. Can Brazil capitalize? Looks like they can. Solive with 2, but waiting for the res. There's 4 brought up immediately by Line Pro, and that's what you have the Mercy round for immediately, though the Graviton Surge comes in, but it doesn't look like it's enough to stop Spain, and this push is going to continue for a little while longer.
Yeah, even though they got the Graviton Surge, and there's the barrage immediately afterwards. Overtime, you can get quite a big distance as long as you have at least a tiny amount of time banks left over. So
well, it's going back now, but here comes Spain. Time for the Deadeye. We'll see what he can get with it. Takes out Edu. Gonna come in and see if he can grab a little bit more. Wow, gets one on Insanity's Harry Hook. Really doing awesome on this McCree. 2 already. Pescanova grabs one for himself, and with that sound barrier, that's an easy cleanup on Team Brazil. They're going to finish Dorado right here.
Yeah, Harry Hook finds the flank at the end, and he wins the McCree duel very easily.
Who's going to receive that one? Kyo can't access the high ground on Reinhardt. There's no point giving him a nano boost because he's going to be unable to access the enemy team, Sweden, who are standing up there. So I'd probably say he's going to save it for Solive, but Solive needs to be throwing shurikens real quick to get that ready. But now it's going to be the Graviton Surge. He's a neutral Graviton. There's a lot of sound barriers coming out here as well. Solive gets himself 2 kills, and it looks like Brazil actually winning out in this fight. Nicely done, Solive with 4 from that fight. Incredibly chaotic, blink and you miss kind of stuff here. But Brazil, as the smoke clears, come out on top, and they didn't even use a sound barrier there.
Perfect position. Waving and saying, come on in. 2 minutes to go. Will they pull the trigger? You can see IDDQD. He's getting a lot of free reign up here. Solive forced to back away once again, getting them shots off. They've not really got anybody to deal with him. There is no McCrees. There's no one just jumping on him. Comes down. Oh, that's a completely separated Reinhardt, but that may well work out. No, it gets blocked off. The Blizzard catches everybody in, and Brazil suddenly pile on through. It's a brilliant combo coming out from from Brazil, and Sweden fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
A moment of confidence there, perhaps.
Blizzard goes down though from Brazil. Is it going to be enough? No, Chips High manages to chime in with a kill on Solo. That's the Dragon Blade dealt with, and now the hammer is let loose from Coco as he swings away for the fences, and it looks like it will be Sweden that will hold on strong against Brazil on Temple of Anubis.
Brilliant stuff there. Sweden managed to respond. Yes, they let Brazil get a foot in the door, but not quite all of the way. They will prevent Brazil from finishing the map. And that means that all Sweden needs to do themselves is to finish.
Definitely some different body language. The payload's continuing its distance, and it's actually working out well for Spain at the moment. They're going to drop back down again. Blizzard ready to wait and to go.
5 ultimates here, and look at that. The Blizzard being thrown in there by IDDQD and a Graviton Surge is going to make that fight easily won over on the low ground here. You can see both tanks are now frozen solid, caught up in the mix, and now Sweden gets to converge upon their targets and dispatch them. It's going to be IDDQD working off towards the back. There is a shield in the way, but a wall is going to prevent Winghaven from escaping. He'll be knocked back and frozen solid. An easy pickup.
Nothing he could do. 1 minute left to go here. Spain are faltering. The overtime ticks down.
And the Graviton Surge is going to make it very hard for Spain to advance at all. Overtime's still happening though. There is a Lucio on the payload, I believe. So Line Pro's done his job there. Now Sweden are going to turn and respond to this. This will allow Neptuno to probably get a tag and keep this overtime going. But now Dragon Blade forced him to leave the payload. And there's Tavik from up on high. 2 kills for him, controlling the skies.
Neptuno taken down. Didn't manage to get himself a kill with that Dragon Blade. That may well be all they have left. Winghaven using another shutter, but it gets countered by Coco straight away. Gets dropped down there. Winghaven did take down Zave in the time, but it doesn't matter. The rest of Sweden also available. There's going to be the Earth Shatter from Coco. Didn't really catch too many, only got 1 down. He goes deep though. And IDDQD picks himself up a quick double. That's both supports going down. And Spain is suddenly in tatters. They have to run and hide. Pescanova trying to get around the side. Winghaven's been picked off by Chips of all people. And now it looks like Sweden may well have it in the bag. They're going to get themselves the first marker, if not the second. They're trying to contest it. But you can see Line Pro goes down, and that will be the round. 3 minutes 11 in the time bank for Sweden and their first attack.
Very soon.
Well, they need to basically bait out some of the ultras because Sweden have completely fully stacked here. They're going to try and push on through. Broma's going to get boosted. It's a quick Deadeye around the side. It didn't quite work out. IDDQD instead put an end to it. He dropped himself in the side. You didn't actually get a glimpse of it on camera, but what happened, obviously, they were pushing around the right. They were all in a enclosed space, and IDDQD picked himself up a quick fall. You saw the idea. It was a clever thought. But Sweden only used 2 ultis to counter it.
Yeah, so this is what you missed here. I mean, IDDQD goes in. Fantastic. Capture this point, otherwise they're only going to have 3 points. That means if Sweden can finish the whole map on the next go-through, they're going to win it.
Pescanova. He's the man that picked himself up a quick double. He's got Graviton Surge ready, waiting to go. Tavik comes around the side. There's the Graviton Surge. He gets himself a quick triple. Winghaven decides to leap on it. He's got the one in his face, but he doesn't need to worry about it. They get themselves the ice block around the side. Bromas gets a quick double. Can he get a triple? He plays down. Yes, he does. Chips gets dropped. That is going to be Spain. Surely taking the point. Sweden are just battered off. They have to stay alive. They have to hang on long enough for the respawn. I don't even has to try and shield up as much as he can. IDDQD keeps working it down. Neptuno decides to dive in. There's the Graviton Surge going out, but it's countered back and forth. And this time it's Spain that come out on top. Bromas manages to get himself a quick double. Neptuno tosses out the pulse bomb, but it is damage done. Sweden wiped out. They're going to cap it before they can spawn.
Yeah, there's no chance here with a full team wipe. There's no one who can even stall this one out at all. Perfect stuff. But now we're going to see the charge out from the point. Just in time. No! We actually saw Zave surfing up on the wall up above. He couldn't get on towards the point. That is impressive stuff from Spain. They have now made this match.
That is going to be Spain, surely taking the point. Sweden are just battered off. They have to stay alive. They have to hang on long enough for the respawn. I don't think they've got enough time. It's contested, it's cleared. Are they going to get the respawns?
Stepside moves back on. You can see Zay's up above as well. He doesn't want to really get involved in the fight. He just needs to stall things out, and he did well. Going to be enough time for Coco probably to get to this point. No, he's charged away. Nicely done, and it's a good
got it.
That's beautiful stuff there, and beautiful job by Winghaven to stop Coco from getting to the point. With 24 seconds remaining, Spain take the second point. For Spain, they realized they had such a huge advantage, and they sat back on the point and they said, we're going to allow Sweden to take this. We're going to build some ultimates up. The pick on IDDQD from Bomas, so that was absolutely massive, and that allowed Neptuno to be free to roam around that fight and get the damage done.
Wow, that opens this tournament wide open. And some careful consideration required, I think, from the Swedish team as their crown has well and truly been knocked off their head. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get over to the analyst desk to take us through.
Spain getting the win here on Anubis just set them up to win the series.
It was close too. I mean, like we talked about, it was into overtime on point A, but they were able to just barely put that push together at the end to take both points in the second attack round.
Yeah, impressive that they were overtime on point A, but managed to cap B with some time left to give him some space in the.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the shocking thing too. Well, I gotta say too. I mean, we saw a lot of big bang combos throughout this, but in the end, Spain, I think, executing that a little bit cleaner. What do you think?
This red shield sticking up there, they're actually protecting this high ground here, and behind them there's a Zarya. Basically, Sweden is behind them here. So if we roll this replay, we're just going to see Coco back off. They're just giving up this ground to Spain here, and Spain is just free. They can take all this space on the point for free, and Sweden is just basically not contesting it, and they're just giving up ground. And this is what I warned about Sweden. I don't think this will work in the long term.
I find it amazing that Spain, with a team that only has 3 current Overwatch Pro players, was able to overcome Sweden, which is just rife with talent. So
yeah.
It's quite an upset here, and certainly going to give Sweden some pause, I think, heading into the quarterfinals. But as we talk about how this looks moving forward, at the same time, yes, Sweden took number 2, but this also means that maybe some teams who have taken number 1 are actually potentially in a worse position once we get into the quarterfinals if Sweden can actually pull their game together.
You know, Sweden may have lost this best of 3, but I still don't think they're a team you would ever feel comfortable of playing if we're looking at the later rounds of the tournament. They're still really good, and I think this was a bit of a wake-up call for these guys. We saw a bit of cockiness, we saw a bit of sloppiness from them here and there, and after this loss, I think they've got a couple days where they'll really pull it together for BlizzCon.
Yeah, this might have been a great wake-up for them, you know, just to shake out some kinks before they get to the big event at